good evening, well, good afternoon. Welcome to this different vlog today. Obviously, when I started this channel, it was primarily theme parks and roller coasters, amusement parks and things like that, but I also do museums and other tourist attractions as well. Seen from the title, I'm at RAF Cosford, which is a RAF museum. Already got this massive hangar in here. I've never been before. I've done the one at Duxford and the one in London as well. It's pretty much the same company that does the one in London. £3 to park for 3 hours. I'll get inside and I'll show you what it's about. Right, so here's the map. Obviously they've got some Christmas music on as well. There's a Christmas tree there. Hangar 1 is transport, training, engines, missiles. Hangar 2 is the Cold War, which is the big one over there, which is all like big bombers and things like that. I am massively into aircraft, so I do know quite a bit about them. I was in the ATC, or the Air Training Corps, when I was younger. I went back as a civilian instructor as well at a later stage, so I do know a bit about aircraft. I'm a massive fan of stuff like this. There's also a 4D experience as well, so I'll have a walk around and see what's here. Looks good. So we've just come outside from that first bit there. I was just saying, I was in the Air Training Corps, and one of my favourite aircraft, which is just here, we actually went to an RAF camp up in, it was in Kinloss, RAF Kinloss in Scotland, and the Nimrod was based there. This is one of my favourite aircraft. They actually grounded the Nimrod quite a few years ago now. It was an air reconnaissance plane, which search and rescue, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, the Nimrod. The base was amazing at Kinloss. Beautiful plane, and it was actually based. Oh, there you are, Kinloss. So yeah, just telling you about the details about it. So this one's been here since 2012. The out of retirement, formal retirement of Nimrod. Yeah, so a bit of a shame, yeah, but the first ever commercial jet plane was actually called a Comet, and this was sort of based on the Comet. An amazing plane, really. A friend of mine, he actually, while we was there on the camp at Kinloss, he actually went up in one of these. Beautiful thing. You also got another one there. And you got the Neptune just here as well. So yeah, like, you know, I am sorry if you're not into this sort of type of vlog. It's something completely different. I'm obviously on my own today. Yeah, it's just because it's quiet season, there's not really a lot going on. I just thought I'd come up here. It's taken me about 2 hours to get here. It's free, of course, to get in. Just pay for your car park. Like I said, it was only £3 for 3 hours. Yeah, the Nimrod there just behind me. Amazing. Really nice. Go over and check out that hangar in a minute. I don't think there's a massive amount here. That does look amazing though, that. It's a massive building. You can see a glider going around over there as well. So there's a few of these RAF museums around. The one in Hendon in London is amazing, and then obviously you got Duxford as well, which is technically the Imperial War Museum. So we'll go and have a look inside this one. Still hear the Christmas music going on. Oh, I've got to get copyrighted with the music in here. Wow. There's a flight simulator just there. Oh, there's the Lightning, very famous plane. Have a quick look around this one. Oh, it's not the Lightning, it looked like it from the side. I'm sure they'll have one in here. That's probably like the first type, the English electric P1. We've got Jet Provost just here. This is like another training plane. See the 4D experience. The RAF Museum in Hendon's got the same thing. So there's loads of things to see, read as well. It's like there's some experiments and things around here. I think they're paid attractions, these 4D experiences. Open till 4 o'clock today, so I haven't got a massive amount of time to get around it. It's just gone 1:30 now. It's quite a remarkable aeroplane here. I actually thought it was a Harrier, but it's not, it's a Kestrel. It's built by the same company, Hawker Siddeley, that made the Harriers, but yeah, Kestrel. Maiden flight at Dunsfold. Yeah, vertical takeoff and landing. It's quite a smart looking thing, that. Yeah, the 4D experience is £5 each to do that, so I might give that one a miss. That's amazing, this thing here. I don't think I've ever seen one of these before. This is a Bristol 188 high speed research. That's pretty smart, that. Sort of reminds me of the SR-71 Blackbird, which is an American spy plane. $2.99 per person to do the flight simulator. You've got a Gloucester Meteor here. Yeah, I mean, if you are into stuff like these, museums and something that's a bit different, just comment down below, and obviously I'll try and go to a few more places that's a bit different. I know there'll be a lot of people that are probably really into this sort of thing, and obviously there's a lot of people that just won't like this sort of video at all, but it's like I said, it's something completely different. There isn't really much else to do in the close season here in the UK especially. I know there's a few parks open, but not a lot. But at the end of the day, if it wasn't for stuff like this, these jet planes, we wouldn't even have the modern roller coasters that we have today anyway. You know, some of the manoeuvres that these planes do, obviously the barrel rolls and cobra rolls and heartline rolls and all that sort of stuff, all based of manoeuvres that jet planes would do. So you've got the Eurofighter just here as well. Absolutely amazing thing, this. Reach speeds of up to 2,000 miles an hour. Incredible. So the it says here experimental aircraft program. So the actual plane that evolved from the Eurofighter is called the Typhoon. Tend to see them at air shows and things like that. Ooh, some more stuff inside here. Models. So I used to build a lot of aircraft models when I was younger as well.
In here is our model room, and a lot of the models are made by people that work here.
Some of these are really good. Buccaneer, Tornadoes.
One of my friend's husbands
There's your Nimrod.
works for
Some of these are really good.
Wow.
which is a really weird job, but I mean it's a full-time job that he does. He's permanently employed by this guy.
Oh, Vulcan, one of my favourites. Sadly, it was grounded earlier this year, or last year I think it might have been, because they can't afford to run it anymore. It was privately owned as well. You know, it costs a lot of money to keep planes like that up in the air. Did a lot of air shows and things. So yeah, very good. Loads of things to see. Wow, here we go. Lancaster bomber in here. I'm so out of touch with my aircraft. I was walking in through that door there and I spotted this beautiful piece of engineering here. I didn't say it was a Lancaster bomber. It's not. It's the Avro Lincoln. I'm rubbish. Always getting something wrong. You know, you've followed my channel for a while now. But it's hard to tell really sometimes, especially when you're stood right underneath it like this. It's still fascinating to see it though. Obviously you got your bomb bay door here where all the bombs would be lined up in there. Absolutely massive this thing here, and it's immaculate condition. So a lot of these aeroplanes in here, along with the other aircraft museums, they would, you know, the volunteers and people that work here rebuild them and do things. There's your Harrier just here. Wow, that's awesome. An old damaged engine just there. There's loads of German aeroplanes just in here, Messerschmitts, that sort of thing. Those are Junkers, JU 88R1. Still got all the Christmas music playing up there. And there's a Spitfire over here. Again, I could be wrong. It could be a Hurricane, but I'm pretty much guaranteed. I think they've got one of each there. All bits of engines and things to look at as well. A folding motorcycle there. That's pretty cool. Oh, here's your Messerschmitts. Quite a good view there, looking back down the hangar. Yeah, I was right, yeah, Spitfire and a Hurricane. So these things helped win the Battle of Britain, along with the Hurricane as well. It's a collection of some of the guns that were located inside the aircraft. It's pretty cool. Definitely something to come and check out if you're into this sort of thing. Alright, so the next hangar is Cold War, which is built inside this massive structure here. It's awesome. I'll get some more shots from the side. There's also a Hercules down there as well, another favourite of mine. So yeah, let's check this one out. I've literally just walked from there across to here. There's also parking all over the place as well. Park down here. Oh wow. Oh my god, it's massive in here. Oh, this is awesome. It's one of your V bombers from the Cold War. The Valiant, this one here. Obviously there was the Victor and the Vulcan as well. I've never actually seen a Valiant before. Never actually seen one of these before. There's a little model of it down there. Sort of get a better perspective of it. Yeah, never seen one of these flying. I've never seen a Victor fly actually. There's the Victor here. Yeah, that's the Victor. Absolutely massive. There's a Canberra up there as well. This Valiant is massive. Absolutely huge. Again, bombers, so they carried nuclear missiles and that sort of thing. Grounded a long time ago with these. Like with the Victor here, I actually kept him in service for quite a while and used him as a refueling aeroplane. So we'll get a better look at that in a minute. This Valiant's massive. Oh, a really good museum this is. Really into stuff like this, I really am. I think Duxford's obviously probably the best one of the lot. Out of the two RAF museums, this one and the one in London at Hendon. So far, this is amazing. Wow. Back of the Victor there, it's huge. Yeah, I highly recommend this place. Definitely for a free day out. Obviously, your car parking as well, and if you want to do the other attractions, the 4D experience and the flight simulator as well. Here's your Vulcan, one of my favourite ever aeroplanes. These things are massive. There used to be one based in Blackpool, actually, Blackpool Airport. And when they had the concept of Icon being built, I actually said this to a couple of friends, and sort of my idea was to call it Vulcan. The Icon was call it Vulcan. You could have like the green and grey sort of colour scheme of this. Very iconic plane. Wow, look at it, it's massive in here. Goes down there as well. Oh, it's huge in here. We've got the Vulcan there. So a lot of these in museums now. So they've actually got all three of the V bombers in here. Again, another small model. Well, insane small. It's massive. You can get underneath it as well. This is obviously the type of thing that they would carry. Amazing if you walk underneath it as well. There's your Victor model. So it's amazing. I've never actually seen all three of these in the same place before. Amazing.
Attention, attention, this is the bomber controller for bomb list Sierra, scramble. For bomb list Sierra, scramble.
This truly is an amazing museum. It really is. There's so much to see in here. It's inside this amazing hangar, and I just spotted this. That's the Lightning. I knew there'd be one in here somewhere, but no, it's amazing. It's so good. There's so much to see. There's another tank down there. I've just been taking quite a few pictures. Just want to say at that point as well, if you are new to the channel, I do have a Facebook page. It's just Coaster Crazy. Go and check that out. I post a lot of pictures on there that I wouldn't normally post, and other sort of things you wouldn't see. And I'm on Instagram as well, which I tend to post a lot of arty sort of style pictures. That's quite a good shot there. The Instagram page, or my personal Instagram, is Coaster Crazy Andy. Just type that in and I'm sure you'll find it. But yeah, if you are new to the channel, you've come across this video, yes, I do theme parks and roller coasters, amusement parks and fairgrounds, that sort of thing as well. Not only just museums and other tourist attractions. I just like to go around and sort of show you what else there is in the UK. So, you know, it's really good to come and see things that are totally unique and something completely different to what you'd normally see on other channels. And, you know, some people might say, like, well, why don't you just make up another channel? But there's not really at any point, to be honest, because there isn't really that many other places that we would visit to warrant another channel. We've got this massive rocket here. Well, you could spend all day in here. Nice view there of the Vulcan. I think this is probably the only, well, the last hangar to see anyway. And then I'll go back outside, get some more outside shots. I want to go and see the Hercules. I did actually want to join the RAF when I was younger, but other commitments came along, so I didn't get the chance. Something that I always wanted to do, really. I was in the Air Cadets, like I said earlier. I loved that. There was, you know, it was great. There was loads of things to see. Again, you know, camps and things like that. We used to go flying quite a lot. So, like I say, if you are watching this and you have got younger children, teenagers, get them to go to the air training corps. It's great fun. I just spotted something else around here that I'm a big fan of. So you've got some cars round here. Hey, it's an old Mini World Cavalcade. I actually went to that Silverstone for the Mini's 40th. A friend of mine will be watching, Lewis, if he's watching. That's the one we went to in Silverstone. That was brilliant. That 1999. That was a long time ago. In fact, it was 10 years ago. Oh, actually 20 years ago. Well, my maths isn't very good either. Yeah, old Mini. I've actually owned 5 Minis. I've had Mini Coopers. I've got a Mini Cooper now, a modern one.
An air still of disbelief last night. East German cars rushed to the border, desperate to escape to the west before officialdom could change its mind. Seconds after midnight, jubilation as the first cars passed through.
Any hooks that had stopping the West Berliners destroying the wall were soon dashed. As dozens of young men pulled on a rope and chains, the chant went up, Mauer weg, down with the wall.
Francesco had meant to use this occasion to blame the unrest.
Yeah, it's amazing in here. There's even merch as well. You buy all sorts of jackets and models and flying suits, and there's all sorts of stuff. Books. Oh yeah, aircraft models and things as well. So I used to build a lot of aircraft models. I mean, I did say it before in the video. And I used to have them all hung up on my ceiling. There's a little cafe here as well, which is closed. The woman over there was just telling me in the summertime this place is open till 5 o'clock. And I've come at a very good time as well. She said it does get quite busy here. A lot of school trips and things like that. But this is amazing, this hangar. I've just found out there's another one to go in as well. So I'll just finish up walking around this one. And then go and check out the other hangar. See what's in there. It's amazing in here. This huge helicopter. This big Skorsky. Oh, a machine gun on there. Uzi 9mm. Oh, American helicopter, this one. Just wonder if it's the Jolly Green Giant, or what they call it. The Cold War hangar was amazing. Really enjoyed that one. So I've just come out of there. I've got hangar 1 down here. Not too sure what's in this one. But yeah, where we are, RAF Cosford, it actually is still an operating RAF base. They do air shows and all sorts of stuff here as well. So there's obviously areas where you can't go into. RAF Cosford. Yeah, amazing. Got the Hercules just over there. I'll go and have a look at that in a minute. Transport, training, engines, missile and art gallery. So there's your map again. So we're over here now. Just come out of there. Done the first 2 as well. There's a tiger moth. (1932). There's your chipmunk I was telling you about before. So I've flown one of these. Horrible. It was a horrible little thing. It used to sit in the back and the pilot was in the front, and the parachute, you actually used to sit on it and used it as a cushion. So we did that in the Air Cadets. Went out of service in 1996. Oh, there's a bulldog here. I think I've flown one of them as well. So I went out of service in the year 2000. Tiny little thing. Yeah, we used to do like aerobatics and stuff in these. I remember definitely doing it in the Spitfire. There's one there, in the Chipmunk, sorry, and it was horrible because it's so slow as well. You do like a loop the loop. It's just, well, no, it wasn't very good. That's why I wasn't really too keen on the big coasters when I was younger. Oh, I mean, I love them now. But yeah, the G-forces when you pull them there. I was saying earlier about the Nimrod, and the first commercial jet airliner was the Comet. So here we've got one here. Didn't know they had one of these here. So this sort of based on, you know, what the Nimrod is now, was one of these. First ever jet commercial plane. Amazing. Don't think I've ever seen one of these before either. There's so much in here. So I'll have a quick walk around this one and I'll make a move. So this is something quite interesting I've just found. Anyone that's a fan of the Top Gear series on TV, there used to be, well, there was a programme on TV called James May's Toy Stories. So this is the Airfix Spitfire that they built, which is pretty cool actually. It's not a real one. It's a model that they built. James May Toy Stories, a series of 6 episodes, used some of Britain's best loved toys to capture the imagination of children today and show them alternative to modern electronic toys. In May 2009, James May and his team of engineers, assisted by a group of local school children from Thomas Telford School, visited the museum and built a life-size Airfix model of a Spitfire over the course of 3 days. The construction work took place in the museum's Hangar 1, involved in the position of the wings, the propeller, and of course painting the correct colour scheme. The world's first 1/1 scale Spitfire Airfix kit is on permanent display at the museum following some maintenance and strengthening work at the gate guards in Cornwall. Oh, amazing. That's really cool. So I've just come across the art gallery just here. So have a quick look in here. Definitely picked the right day to come here. It's very quiet today. That's a good one. So just come out the art gallery. I was only in there for a few minutes. Along this wall here, there's a selection of engines all the way down there to here as well. Just wanted to show you this one. There's actually an engine that was inside Concorde. It's the Olympus 593. Entered service in 1969. Manufactured by Rolls-Royce. So the Concorde would have had 4 of these engines inside her. And if you go to RAF the Imperial War Museum in Duxford, I think they've got one at Hendon as well. Oh no, they haven't. Duxford have got the prototype Concorde in there. There's another huge engine here as well. I'll just go around and get some information of what aeroplane it's from. Again, built by Rolls-Royce. Oh, there we are. It was used on the Lockheed TriStar, Boeing 747, Boeing 767 and the Airbus A310. Entered service in 1972. That's huge. I'll show you the scale. Massive. There's just a few more aircraft in here to have a look around. Again, it's another huge hangar. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'll probably get a lot of dislikes on this one, purely because it's not a theme park. But like I have said before many times, we don't just do theme parks. And for me to do another channel that's just tourist attractions, it wouldn't really benefit me really, because I don't really go to any other places like this that often, just occasionally. I just find it interesting to come and see stuff like this. It's British heritage and history as well. The old Morris Minor over there. Or Wessex helicopter. They're pretty much done in this one. Come outside now. I've been inside all the hangars now. Just wanted to walk over and see this aeroplane here, which is the Lockheed Hercules C3. And yeah, to join the RAF back in the day, this is what I wanted to fly. One of my all-time favourite aircraft. It's quite a huge thing as well. Still in service today. Still a few of them going around. Actually, it says in service since up until 2011, but I do know for a fact that some of them are still flying to this day. They're used in Gulf War and a lot of things as well. There's the C-130. So you got the new ones there, introduced in 1999. So yeah, they still are flying to this day. Fantastic. good shot there. Again, used for refueling, cargo, transport. Troops could go out the back of it as well. It's not very often that you see Hercules in museums. It's the first one I've seen. Yeah, amazing. Just got a few pictures and then I'll go over and film this. The Hercules is a fantastic aeroplane. Just over there, I've walked over to the VC-10, which is another tanker, fuel tanker. Awesome. Yeah, that's pretty much it really. Probably walk back up to the entrance, have a look in the gift shop and see what else there is there. That building there is amazing, absolutely amazing building there. I think the woman said it opened in 2007, so it's not majorly old, and you know, it's not relatively new either, but it is an amazing looking building, that. Right, so back to the main entrance here, and the car parks here where I've just parked. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this one. Something a little bit different to what I normally do. Like I say, I have done other air museums before, Duxford and the RAF Museum in Hendon as well. So if you haven't seen those ones, I'll link the description down below in the description area there. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. It's been really good actually. I've really enjoyed it. It's a fascinating museum. There's loads to see, loads to do, and I've had a really good day here. So yeah, if you have enjoyed this one, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.